Yo, what's up everybody? Today, gonna annihilate some arms, shoulders, do like a little superset, try to get as much blood into the muscles as I possibly can. Yo, what's up everybody? I haven't done a gym video in a while. Today, gonna annihilate some arms, shoulders, do like a little superset, try to get as much blood into the muscles as I possibly can, and also try to save a little bit of time. Without further ado, let's do this. I'm gonna start with some triceps, pretty much go until I cannot go anymore. Also gonna do some drop sets when the weight is a little bit too heavy for some of the exercises that are a little bit easier to do. Just gonna lessen the weight and keep on going. It's been a little bit since I made a gym video, and let's see how well it's gonna turn out. Alright, one less. Let's go. Last one. The weight is super light, but it's very difficult to move. Without too much rest, just any rest, move on to biceps. So with every set, try to keep as much blood in my arms and in my shoulders. For the shoulders, we're just gonna do side lateral raises, just because that's the best thing to do for width. That's what everybody says, and they are right. Try to get my blood pumping, heart racing a little bit while I do this too. Alright, and a little bit of forearm.
You gotta train to stay ahead of the game. Gotta use your brain. You want glory and fame. Gotta use your pride.
And last but not least, shoulders.
You cannot bend if you want to contend. You gotta train to stay ahead of the game. Gotta use your.
Since I'm too lazy to put lower weight, I'm just gonna take a little rest. Do it again.
Cannot bend if you want to contend. Don't think you're right. Do not stand still on your own will, because your opponent will be able to kill. And then go.
Trying to keep as much tension, as much blood into the muscle. Try to get those things to stretch out, tear a little bit, and hopefully grow a little bit. Let's see if we can do one more after this. Getting harder and harder. And a couple of singles, just to fully annihilate the muscle for the set. That was a whole set. So we need triceps, biceps, forearms, side delts. And trust me, it's got a nice little pump. Feels good. And I try to do this circuit a couple times over just to see what I can do. Sometimes I switch out the handles, switch out the dumbbells, different types of exercises, but still try to hit bicep, tricep, forearm, shoulders. I believe in trying to keeping the workouts fresh, trying to essentially mix it up. If I do the same thing over and over again, the body just ceases to respond, and that's not good. But I also believe in doing higher reps, keeping as much tension on the muscle as possible. I feel if you do, kind of super heavy weight, it's gonna mess you up. You're not gonna be healthy. You're gonna tear your joints, ligaments, too much unnecessary wear and tear, especially as you get older, for I don't see too much benefit out of it. I think you get a nice results simply by using lighter weights, lighter to medium, depends on what you want to do, and then push the muscle to the point of where you cannot, where it completely fails. Basically, till failure. Right now, like I said, I've been doing some drop sets, but maybe in a week or two, I'll change it up, do something else. Maybe I'll switch up the workout routine. Sometimes I'll pair up chest and back on the same day, just to confuse the muscle, right? Because if you do like the same thing over and over again, your body will say, I know this, so there's not a challenge, and you'll adapt and you'll see no more progress. And it took me a while to kind of understand that. Though I thought I knew the concept, I was still kind of getting into that whole Monday, chest day, Tuesday, back, Wednesday, legs, Thursday, shoulders, and then Friday, maybe abs or repeat some muscle groups. So right now I'm trying to completely switch it up, keep the body guessing, and keep kind of rock and rolling and see what kind of results I get. I'm sad to report that so far, six-pack is not anywhere on the horizon. So let's see. And actually, this is the first workout I'm documenting as I turned 42. So my birthday was last month in September. 1 year older, one more year around the sun. I think I still look better now than I did in my 20s or in my 30s. So that could mean two things. Right now, that means either I was a lazy fucking fuck in my 20s and 30s, or actually I'm doing something decent in my 40s to make myself in better shape than possible. And honestly, I think I was never really completely out of shape, unless I look at my high school years and middle school. That was absolutely atrocious. And actually, those years completely set me back for the rest of my life. When I was overweight, that weight and that stretchiness of the skin, especially here on the abdomen, because I was going to say borderline irreparable damage. Because if you stretch out your skin and your genetics are not that great, like this fucking guy, unfortunately, you will have loose skin problems. And maybe not even loose skin per se, it's just some fat accumulates in that area and would take an act of God to remove it. And so far, I've been unlucky in doing so. People say, try intermittent fasting, but you know what? I tried it a little bit, didn't do jack shit for me. Only thing it did is made me feel sick. I think my body just kinda wants to eat at regular intervals, get my nutrition, and if I don't have that coming in, my body is like, nah, you're not gonna feel good. So maybe with some people, intermittent fasting works great. For me, it doesn't do shit. Trying different things, different healthier foods, if that's even possible. Trying to move more, which is gonna be a little bit harder because cold weather is coming. And for example, at lunch at work, I would love to walk over and pick up something, right? But if it's cold, raining, and miserable outside, I'm not gonna be walking, I'm gonna be driving. So that's yet another thing that makes getting into good shape over the fall and winter months even more difficult. But you do what you can, try to stay as active as you can, and hopefully you end up with progress. Or at least you stay where you are, you don't lose anything. All right. Supplement the biceps and triceps with some forearms. Let's enjoy this little forearm blaster. Very, very neat little contraption. This right now is not a full forearm workout, it's just a supplement to the arms. Trust me, it's already burning pretty good. And then finish off with shoulders. Trust me, Even this thing is set on 10 pounds. And I feel that burn really good. Who's that good looking guy? I'm not sure if you can see the TV. I just figured I'd play something for fun in the background. Usually I watch other YouTube channels, car stuff, bodybuilding stuff, news stuff, sometimes space related, life related, kind of different learning things will teach me something I didn't know before. But lately I'm finding that a lot of the channels tend to rehash content. It's kind of like the same thing over and over again with different production, fancier graphics maybe, and that's about it. Try to find something worthwhile watching if you're watching YouTube or watching TV, because there's certainly a tremendous amount of garbage out there. Sometimes I scroll to like Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, I'm guilty of one of those as well, where sometimes I just waste a little bit of time. And after like a minute or two, I see the videos. Holy fuck, man. Bunch of attention whoring and random shit that gives absolutely zero value to us as human beings. But that's what people love watching. Everybody's addicted to it. But I did a video on cell phone zombies. I did the videos on all this before, my thoughts. So I'm not gonna rehash those things. This is me more today, just ranting, talking about whatever pops into my head while doing this little superset. So you can see, breaking a pretty nice sweat here. But I think, you know, it's pretty good results. Probably gonna do one more set for the filming and then probably call it a day for this. And then I'm gonna do a little bit more, but nobody wants to see me work out for the whole hour or so doing different things. The only people that people wanna follow and see work out for such long times are, you know, Mr. Olympias or people who are completely roided up to the gills, arms out to here and shit. You know, I have to admit, when I watch it and watch these guys, it's entertaining. But one thing you do have to remember this shit. This stuff is not healthy. Lifting on gear roided up is not healthy. Shit will kill you. It will shorten your life. If you try to do it naturally, I mean, you don't get that results, you don't get that look. I'm sure, like, you will not get the fame, but you will get years. And I think there's no more precious commodity than time. If you can live long and live healthy, that's the best thing you can do in life. If you know, they say the star that shines the brightest burns out the fastest. Yeah, those, like I said, with that metaphor, all those people are like shining, they're amazing, they have so much love from everybody. But if you die young, what's the point of any of it? Especially if you had a family, if you have children, and suddenly at 40, or 50, or even younger, some people in the 30s drop dead because they're abusing gear. They look awesome. They look like a body of a god, Hercules, right? Something that even back in the golden era, with Schwarzenegger days, you'd be like, holy god damn, what the fuck? Yeah. But if you cut that guy open and you see their insides, what kind of picture is that gonna tell you? If the dude is walking like 300 pounds, what's the size of his heart, for example? And the other organs. Is that healthy? Well, think about it. Probably not. So why would you do this to yourself? Fame? And remember, only few people are famous because of it. Not many are. There's another bodybuilder that just recently died, Illia Golem. Rest in peace, buddy. I mean, this dude was huge. He was a guy that followed Rich Piana in being the face of the 5% nutrition for a little bit. He was Belarusian, I believe. Interesting dude, had an interesting channel and lifted super duper heavy to the point where I'm looking at a video and I'm thinking, yeah, this is entertaining, but holy moly, what kind of damage are you doing to your own body? And I think at one point he was eating between 10 and 15,000 calories per day. And you can imagine the type of inflammation that'll do to your body. Because any food that you eat, in theory, causes some inflammation, right? Too much inflammation is bad for you. And then, especially if the food that you eat is salty, super fatty, saturated fats, how much additional strain is that putting on your body? So, I mean, Ilya was doing all this stuff One time he had a series, he wanted to go up to 380 pounds. He called it Road to 380. I'm looking at him, I'm like, please don't do this. Because, you know, Tiana just died a few years ago, prior to this, of let's say a heart attack, because of his also abuse of gear. And this guy's doing the same thing. I think, if I remember correctly, Uncle Rich was 47 when he died. When Illia died just recently, they said he was 36. I'm like 36? That made me feel pretty sad for the man, for his family. I think he was married as well. So, you know, he basically left his wife all alone. I'm not sure if he had any children, but he died at 36. Massive looking dude. I never looked into his age. I thought he was maybe like 45 or more. I was literally shocked when I heard that he died at 36. But that's not, I'm not saying anything bad about Illia and Rich or any of these guys. I just said it's a warning. If you do something too much, push too much, you know, the whole thing is whatever it takes mentality. I like to use that. I like to say it, but it's almost, I say it tongue-in-cheek. Because, you know, whatever it takes, asterisk to a point, right? That's the redefined print. You will never do anything, whatever it takes. Because if something kills you, you know, you could be achieving your goals, but if you're dying doing so, is it really worth it? I wouldn't think it is. Some people could fight me tooth and nail saying, oh, you're not as passionate, you blah, 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 blah. Well, I am passionate about living as long as I can, as well as I can, to be alive for my family, friends, children, etc., etc. As I was talking about the other video, random shit starts to pop up when you get older. Random aches, pains, problems occur. Even if you try to be as healthy as you possibly can, stuff creeps on you. And depends what kind of genetics you have and how well you take care of yourself. And I'm noticing as I'm trying to take care of myself, I'm still running into issues as I'm getting older. So I can imagine how you would feel if suddenly you're abusing your body on top of everything else. I mean, your body is going to be like, okay, you want to abuse me? I'm just going to shut down. And sometimes it comes with steps. Sometimes they are warnings. Sometimes those guys have organs fail, but sometimes they just get a heart attack and that's it. And it's such a heartbreaking thing to see anybody die. I strongly believe finding that balance, the impossible balance between your goals, your health, family, finances, future, security, whatever things matter to you, and never push anything to the absolute limit. If you do, other things are going to suffer. So what's the whole thing is, jack of all trades, master of none. Because to be a master of something, very few people can achieve that level. And if you look at statistics, there's many, many people on this planet, and only very few are experts, subject matter experts, or pioneers of their field. So it's the same thing as winning the lottery. Take my advice, be a jack of all trades. Do whatever it takes for you to reach your goals within a limit without sacrificing other things in your life. Live as healthy as you can, as best as you can. Be good to your family. Do whatever you can to continue kicking ass, continue living long and flourishing. You know, I'm a Trekkie by nature, and some of you might appreciate this. What did Spock and the Vulcans always say? Live long and prosper. And as I say, be better than you were yesterday. All right, guys, that's it for this workout. I'm going to continue to kick some ass over here, and see you later.